It's not looking
Fucking
good, bruv.
hell.
It's not looking good, bruv.
No. Come on, no. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Behave
You're
yourself.
wearing you're wearing it proud though.
Blood with chest. Yes. I'm still wearing it with chest. Fuck it. Win or lose or draw, we're gonna wear the badge with chest. Because
Listen,
I'm a fan. I still support the team.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not shocked with the Prem, but I'm shocked at what happened. What's just happened? I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked. I remember I've been telling you. How I was, bro. I would have put money down that one of Arsenal or Man City is winning that. I know you. I've been saying it every week. Real Madrid in there as well, but Reda. Now I'm looking at it like the thing is, I'm shocked that you men have gone. You and City. I'm shocked. Yeah, that's one. Two. Now I'm looking at it like, hold on, who's gonna win this thing though? Because I'm saying Real Madrid, but that don't necessarily mean Bayern could win it. Now I'm looking at Bayern. Yeah, I can't take PSG seriously with the Champions League, but you still can't them out. You get what I mean? And then, you can't rule out Dortmund either, blood. You understand what I'm saying? They're probably the weakest.
I ain't really watched enough of Dortmund to have a judgment about their chances either way. I'm not even gonna try to act like I've been watching them like that. Yeah. I agree on paper, they appear to have the weakest squad out of like the four teams still left in the thing, innit?
Yeah.
I think Real might do it. I say might.
I'm gonna go with Real now.
I think they are gonna do it. And I think Bellingham's gonna drive that. I think he's gonna be front and center of that blood. Drive in the team.
He has been the whole since he's come.
This is what I'm saying.
Jude Bellingham, do you know what? You have to honourable shout out to Jude Bellingham because
big up Jude.
And you only hear good things about this guy as well, like polite brother, nice, like do you know what I mean? I've never heard so much good things about a footballer. I don't think ever. Like you don't hear no negativeness about. Everyone has just got good things to say about this guy all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so yeah, long may that continue. Just repping the thing. Man's repping the thing properly, not getting caught up in it. But Ryan Giggs did that too. So I'm not putting him in that bracket. I'm just saying. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But from what we see, big man up. You get me?
Ryan Giggs did that too. Oh, yes.
I personally think it's gonna go downhill for you, man, now, bro. Not like in life, but for the rest of this season,
I hear it.
For the rest of this season, I think the thing has been knocked out of you lot. And the reason I'm saying this, the question I want to ask you, is this people are saying sack Arteta, that's nonsense. Anyone that's saying that, let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. That's a foolishness. Anyone that's saying that is and sack him and get who. So that's our whole foolishness, yeah. But here's the question. If you don't win a trophy this season, that's a major disappointment, though. Have you progressed?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason that I say yes, and obviously this is still to be seen. We still got another 5 games to go, yeah? But as we're recording this now, as it stands, we are 2 points off City, whereas last season we finished 5 points behind them.
Yeah.
Where we took 4 points.
Better City side last season and better Arsenal team this season, though, no? So that would make sense, what you just said. The City side this season is not better than the City side last season. And Arsenal is a better team than they was last season.
I don't inherently disagree with that because, I mean, best defense in the league and best attack in the league without a killer in our front line. Right. That speaks for itself. So we've progressed defensively. We've clearly there's been a level of progression in our attack.
Yeah.
We got into the quarters for like the first time in 14 years, blood.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something else that I'm missing, but it's gone right now. But yeah, I still fully feel like we have progressed. So for me, the thing that my thing with Arteta right now, and has been a thing since last season, because I'm not even really gonna count his 2.5 seasons prior.
Yeah.
Because you had to still clear out dead wood and whatever, and then you was trying to implement your style of ball from playing counter-attacking style, and that then didn't work out because you didn't have the personnel to make that work.
Yeah.
Last season, you had the personnel to make that work to some degree, but there's not enough rotation in the squad. And that in turn tells me that you don't trust certain men that are in the squad. And if you don't trust them, then come summer, sell them.
How long has he been with you, man, now?
End of this season will be 4.5 seasons. Yeah.
So, all right, listen to that. All right. Arsenal fans are still going to be hopeful that they can win the league this season, right?
I still believe that we win the league. I still believe.
But let's say you don't, right? If you don't win the league this season, when does it become a concern if you don't win a trophy? Like, do you...
The minute we start regressing, so the minute we start either like falling away from the top of the table or competing for it, whatever,
yeah,
or the minute we like start start competing again for top 4, like top 6 or whatever.
So what? Hold on, wait, hold on. So if you went the next 5 years with the same outcome of this season, like this season, because you lot played amazing football this season, right? And the season ain't ended yet, but say the season, how the league is now, let's say the season end like that, yeah, and that happens for the next 5 seasons. You still compete, and you get to the. I'm just saying though, and you get to the semi-finals as well, Champions League, boom, 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 boom. Would you be happy with that?
Hell no. So
I'm saying, so when does it become? Because I can't see you declining, and you're gonna only add to it, unless something mad happens. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when does it become an issue? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because let's remember at the beginning of this podcast, I can't remember one of the episodes, you said, don't quote me on this, but I'm sure you said
he needs to win a trophy this season.
This season. Yeah.
I did say that. And I'm still of that ethos. Bring the silverware home now. And
it had to be the Champions League or the Premier League.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be Champions League or Premier League. It has to be. And I'm not even trying to like diss off the FA Cup.
No, I don't know what you're saying. You've done that.
I want a major honours now.
Yeah,
I want a majors now.
The team you guys are now, that's what you should be looking at. The Champions League and the Premier League. That's what we should be. The FA Cup and all these things are bonuses, but what you should be aiming for really is the Premier League and the Champions League. Right now, with how you lot, the team.
So, to answer your question, I would say, and I'm going to put this in slightly different context because obviously seasons are spread over 2 years ultimately, as opposed to just one. And I mean, it's 9 months over 2 years. So I would say the beginning of the 4th season is when it would be an issue. And I say that to say that I always believed that we were never, I don't think that the squad or even our starting 11 is Champions League winning ready. I never believed that. I think that it would take at least 3 summer transfer windows to build a side that would be closer to. And I say that to say,
if you had Haaland in your team, do you not think you would? Do you not think you would have won the league? Do you not think you would have won the league or the Champions League at least? Because this has always been my thing with you, man. If you had that guy, that killer, I'm telling you, that game when did you draw against Man City? You drew against them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had a killer, them kind of games, and I've always saying that them kind of games, I think you might win them. You might have won that game.
There's not much in it between us getting a killer and getting adequate cover for Saka or adequate competition. I don't even want adequate cover. I want adequate competition. I want man to feel the pressure of competing week in, week out. I also want us to be able to fucking change up the wingers a piece.
Yeah. Right.
None of them ones, but I need man with pace to burn ridiculous pace. Go and find ballers that have got ridiculous pace. I believe this City team, I don't even think it's a case that they're not as good as last season. I think that is a massive hangover.
When I say that
what they were able to do last season.
When I say that they're not as good as last season, I'm not like.
I hear it. I hear it. They're still exactly that. They're still the guys at the moment to beat, innit? But I don't think it's a case of them being less than from their previous season's performances. I think that the amount of effort it took to win that treble, and also playing Club World Cup, which they done this season, it's a sick amount of games. I also think that's part of the reason why they just they find a way to get results in the first half of the season. Then you see a different City in the second half of the season. But part of that is
they've only got to focus on the league now, though. Actually, that's a lie. They got the FA Cup. They're in the FA Cup with us. Yeah. I ain't even gonna waste time talking about Man United because
hey,
our season is done. Our season is done. The only thing we can do, the only positive for Man United is that there's talk of Oli coming back, right? And there's talks that Oli is. I remember we've been talking about that, and both of us said he wouldn't. Both of us said that he wouldn't want to come back. I didn't think he would, but apparently, I mean, we don't know how true this is, but apparently he is up for it. He's up for it, but he's a United guy. It's like Lampard. I just hope it's not the same outcome. But
I'm not gonna lie, that would concern me a little piece because I think you man was doing decent under Solskjaer before Ronaldo came into the team.
Yeah. He was. He said that. He says that in the overlap thing. He says they could not let Ronaldo. Ronaldo had to come to Man United because he was going to go somewhere else. And from when he come into Man United, you're kind of working around him now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Literally.
So, yeah, he says that. What my concern is I think that we're going to win the FA Cup. If we win the FA Cup, that could save Ten Hag. Understand what I'm saying? So here's the what's the word? Is it rock and hard place? Because I really want us to win the trophy, yeah.
But you don't want Ten Hag.
But if I'm not gonna say I don't want Ten Hag. Okay, I don't actually. I don't want Ten Hag, but
only if you can get Solskjaer.
Only if we can get Solskjaer, or like someone that is not available. So it's only Solskjaer. Do you know what I'm saying? Because So what we could do, which is out of order, what we did to Van Gaal. Do you remember what we did to Van Gaal? Van Gaal, we got to the FA Cup final against Everton. We won it, and the press in the thing at the end told him that he lost his job. He lost his job then.
That is disrespect.
And did you not see that? And he was pissed, bro. he was pissed because he's obviously thinking, how you man
How am I
telling me?
finding out like this?
Yeah. Out of order, which is out. Man United are known to be out of order when it comes to bro. Rio Ferdinand talks about big time, bro. Rio Ferdinand talks about like, you see when Man United's done with you, it's done with you, bro. There's no like, you don't get no testimonial. You don't get no like, oh, my man's leaving. He served all this time. You just that's go. They fuck off, blood. That's it. No matter what you win, trebles, all these things, go away. You understand what I'm saying? Bring the next man. It's Man United is literally a machine. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I think we're gonna win the FA Cup. My prediction, I mean, my predictions have been right up to this week, which is with you, man, and Man City just threw that totally like that. You know what I mean? But I thought my prediction was Man City is gonna play Chelsea. We play Coventry. We should beat Coventry. And I think Chelsea beat Man City. Right?
Ooh.
I think Chelsea beat Man City.
Ooh.
And then I think we play Chelsea in the final. And we beat Chelsea. Right? But we beat Chelsea. But this is the thing now. Right? Chelsea have just beaten us. Which makes me think, okay, we'll probably beat them. Yeah. But the other thing that makes me wonder is Chelsea are finding a rhythm now, right? We ain't. Yeah. And two, Chelsea have just lost a final to the. Do you think so? Their motivation now is gonna. We can't lose two finals. We can't be in two finals and lose both. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these are the worries. I watched Three Body. Is it Three Body Problem?
Yeah.
I watched it.
All right. What did you think, fam? What did you think?
I messaged you in it, bro. I think. Okay, I liked it, right? But I feel like a bit disappointed at the same time, right? Because I feel like it was going somewhere that it didn't end up going. Do you understand what I'm saying? I really feel like that the whole game thing, there should have been more to that. It was such a minor part of the team. Like, but when you look at the adverts and all of that, and you're watching it, you think, "Oh, this game thing is something," but really, it's not really nothing. Really, even though it is something, but it's not what we thought. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'd have to watch it again because I know there's a lot of things that just went over a man's head because there's a lot of things going on in that. Overall, I liked it, but I'm just a bit disappointed with the headset thing. I really thought that was a massive part of. Remember, I said to you last time. I think you was ahead of me by then, and I said to you,
"Yeah, blood. I binged that, blood.
I said to you,
it got me still.
Is the game? I said something to you like, is the game? Because that's what I thought. Is the game like some next? I thought. Do you know what I thought? This is what I thought. I thought that headset, you're actually going to some next world. Like I thought you're going to some next world. That's a like some another dimension. Like somehow you can wear this thing and you can end up in another world. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is like light years away, but you can get. They've got this technology. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm looking at it's going. So when I'm really seeing what's going on there, I'm like, that bit's kind of dead though. I thought that's what. Do you know what I mean? But overall, I did like it. What did you think? I was just a bit disappointed.
I liked it, yeah, up until we got to the end, blood. And then at the end, it was like, what? Hold on, you man put in all this work, yeah, to tell this story and put it together the way you put it together.
Yeah.
You to finish off the season how it finished.
Yeah. And it's just done as well.
Brother,
is it done?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether they're gonna get another season or whatever, but I'm like, hold on. So you got these wallflowers, yeah? You kind of told us that they got free reign and they. Sorry, I should have done the whole spoiler alert thing before man started talking. But also, I'm not sorry because if you haven't watched it by now, you're probably not gonna watch it like
Yeah,
for a
that's true.
while. Yeah.
That's true.
So you got these wallflowers, yeah, because obviously you got them things that thing that can see everything, like can see everything all over the world, like in real time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So any conversation, anything that's had done on any device or
Just
whatever,
everything.
yeah, that it's gonna see it, it's gonna know, can feed it back to the aliens, then whatever. Cool. I got no problem with that. But who are these wallflowers? Who came up with the idea, or who instructed that? How did they pick the wallflowers? None of them was like.
There's a lot of things that's not. Yeah.
Like why was my man? I can't even remember what the character's name is, but the black brother. Why was he picked as a wallflower? Why was that not explored? Now, even if
isn't that because of what he is gonna become?
Okay, but how do they know this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you know this now?
Yeah.
None of them was like. Yeah. Also, when they sent the terminally ill brother. I mean, he definitely, they killed him, but the terminally ill brother, I say they killed him. He actually committed suicide.
He agreed, but yeah.
I mean, literally, the act of him dying was him pushing a button that, like, yo, none of them ones.
Yeah.
Cool. Why? So let me put this in a different way, yeah. So I thought, yeah, that the terminally ill brother, I thought that his brain or whatever was gonna make it.
Yeah, I thought that.
I thought the aliens was gonna grab him.
I thought that.
Then I thought, okay, man's gonna understand that actually, because they'll build back his body, whatever.
I thought he was gonna be with them.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I thought
this is what I'm saying. I thought that he was then gonna just like become their leader or something, and that's like the reason that man's then like got his brethren to be selected as a wallflower. Like you've communicated certain things back.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that part. Okay, but I'm with you.
You communicated certain things back because you understand that your brethren, blood, is high. Well, I say your brethren. Obviously, it's your brethren, but your closest Donny, he got duppied off like in early, which I'm not gonna lie, that surprised me still, but cool.
Yeah.
Flip him. The black youth now, I would have thought that, yeah, like the terminally ill you, he's now the leader of the aliens, whatever. They're still coming. They're still potentially gonna take over and rare tear. But I feel like man wanted to give them like a decent chance.
Yeah.
I thought that's where it might go. And then like, it's like, all right, well, how do we come to this? How do we come to wallflowers? How did we come to how they got selected?
Yeah. Also, how like, so they're intelligent beings, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, so in real time, yeah, they're more intelligent than us. No,
I mean, yes. Okay,
because I'm thinking, man, they've got all this equipment. They sent things to Earth, and I'm thinking they're still stupid though because they can't lie. Yeah, and I'm thinking that bit I found a bit stupid. Yeah, because what do you mean you can't lie? You just look at all the technology that you have. And then that's something that they can't do. Do you understand? That was something that they were shocked by. When they're asking my man, and they're like, that's when they just lock man off. Like, now we can't trust you because you're dishonest. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I'm thinking, raw. So I remember that was another conversation that they was having in their little boardroom. Like, one thing we have over them is they can't lie. I'm thinking, brother, you're a highly intelligent being sending, and how did they get that thing here to look over us? But it's taking them. Why is it taking them 400 years to get? As well, yeah. Sorry, they're just bare questions, yeah. But the person that's talking to you now, yeah, the alien, saying that they're on their way in 400 years. Are they going to be alive in 400 years? Like, is that, or is that, are their kids, are you, is
That's
it?
an interesting question, actually,
Because,
because you're never really told how long their lifespans are.
yeah, well, how big is this ship? Is it a ship of the whole planet? And then you just float a planet on the way to a planet. So that way you still can have kids and generations, and then the next generation, the latest generation is the one that's gonna. So you got to pass down the. That's what I don't understand. Or are these people going to be alive for 400 years? Do you understand what I'm saying?
So I think it's just left for us to assume that they. Sorry, let me start again.
Yeah.
What they do tell us is their planet is dying.
Yeah.
Which is why they even created the game in the first place.
Yeah.
Because that was meant to be the recruitment for people that were going to help them prepare Earth.
Yeah.
For like a literal, just easy takeover. Because what they were saying is, or there's a bit in their scene in there when they start breaking down the advancement of humans. So I think they were saying something like from like caveman to our first like technological advancement was like 50,000 years or some foolishness. Yeah. Then from that to the industrial age, I think was hundreds of years or something like that. Yeah.
But it took them time.
Yeah.
I remember
that. They were basically saying that they're 4 light years away, which is that's why it's going to take them 400 years to reach us. But what they're worried about is by the time they reach us, we would technologically be more advanced than them, which is then going to mean they're just basically sitting ducks because it takes them longer to do the same advancements. Also, so what I'm saying is they were basically saying that they built like massive ships, got like collected whoever they could, got them together and put everyone on the ships and started flying. I think it's just assumed that whoever remains on the ship, because it's never like you just said, it's never really explained.
No, it's not.
Who is and who isn't, but they also say that they're all a hive mind, isn't it? So that voice that you're hearing is literally the collective of every like alien, because they all communicate telepathically with each other in real time.
Okay.
Which I think like the whole not being able to lie thing isn't actually a bad thing in that sense. It just makes them, because they're a different species. They only appear as humans in the game
so they don't want to scare us.
Yeah. So if that's the case, they look hella different to what we think they're gonna look like, or what we're being told they're gonna look like when they reach. And they're a completely different species. So they have intelligence, but they lack
certain human emotions.
That makes sense. That makes sense. It also makes sense that once they understand that humans are able to lie, even at that micro level, which is a book. Man was reading a story, just a well-known story, Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
But from that story, all they could interpret
why was the wolf deceiving the little girl? Yeah.
Well, it started with why the wolf was deceiving the little girl. Then they were like, how did the little girl not know? Whatever. But then they got to the point where they're like, oh, so humans lie.
Yeah.
Like that race of beings actually lie. We don't have that capacity. So already it's going to be a mad thing for us because they can lie to us and we would never know the difference. Because it wasn't until he said something. So I think there are some kind of question. He said something, and that's what started leading them down this road of rah. Like the author wrote a story, and in that story, you've got deceit in there. Yeah, we don't have deceit. We don't even know what that is. Big man, I see something earlier about flipping Rishi Sunak talking about we need to start flipping doing bunker drills and shit.
Yeah, I saw that today.
What the brother? How about you do the fucking bunker drill? You and fucking Putin and whoever else on the world stage that wanna war with each other and try to get one up and take this. What you do, yeah? You man, not us. You man, yeah, need to get in fucking fight camp or something.
That man gonna be in helicopters.
Take this to fucking the octagon, blood. I don't even want to see a boxing match. I want every man to be able to use all their limbs, yeah, and swing it out amongst fucking selves, involving us in your bullshit.
The thing is, though, it's looking very, very more and more real, like that war could come to us, blood, right? And more the reason why as well that I'm thinking because when Putin went to Ukraine, yeah, everything on the telly, blood, was Ukraine, this Guanin, right? And Putin ain't left Ukraine, you know, blood. The man, that's still Guanin, yeah? That thing's still Guanin, and we ain't really hearing too much now like we was before, apart from these little bits like Rishi Sunak saying we might have to do there's little hints. It's like they're kind of telling us little things, but they ain't. Do you get what I'm saying? I get what I can't tell us too much because it's obviously gonna put
massive hysteria in
panic. But I think it's way more serious than we think.
Yeah, because flipping Iran apparently retaliated against Israel. Because right now, I don't even think the whole Russia and Ukraine thing is going to be as big as we think. But I think that was the first domino. None of them ones. That's the first domino.
Yeah.
Then you've got Iran involving themselves in the whole conflict with flipping Israel and Red Tear. Or retaliating, sorry, because Israel bombed the Iranian something and they killed some like ambassador or something. Anyway, I think that's gonna be the trigger point, because what the noise that I hear around that is that Russia is Iran's ally. The West is Israel's ally. Yeah, like war is a mad thing still.
War is a mad thing. It's so complicated. It's not as simple as weapons and go fight. There's so much things you gotta. They're complicated, you know. It's very complicated.
The weapons I'm fighting is like the last.
Yeah. That's literally.
That's not even the first stage.
Nah. It takes bare things before it gets to that.
Exactly.
And you can't just do that. There's like some weird rules that they follow, though. Even though Putin went into Ukraine, he didn't just go into Ukraine. There was a whole like weird thing. I can't even explain it, but you know, like there's things have to be signed and certain things have to happen first before man can't just go there. Even though he just went there, there's still things that has to be in place first. It's mad war, man.
Oppenheimer. Have you watched it?
I haven't. I know Myth didn't like it. Myth said it was whack. I haven't watched it.
Oh, what does Myth like though? Big up Myth.
Big up Myth, innit? Myth is the most happiest brother in the world. Happy. If he was a Mr. Men, it'd be Mr. Happy, bro.
Facts. Facts.
Big him up though. But to be fair, I haven't seen that film.
but that's why I never watched it, because I'm like, this isn't actually gonna be a historically accurate story. You're gonna tell me a version of the story that's palatable. The only way I could get a historically accurate version of this story now is if a man is able to time travel, blood, and time travel back, and I can place myself in the thing, so I know what's getting in certain rooms, certain conversations was going on in, so man can actually get the full picture.
This is the thing about history in general, right? Like, we're here now, so we might as well talk about it, right?
Facts.
How do we know, bro?
But them sweets look good still. We know, man.
They should pay us for this because I'm promoting them. The Apple ones. But I need to stop jumping because it's probably gonna sound bad on it.
If you man want to sponsor the teams, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Feel free, innit?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not showing you lot's logo again. How do we know that any of the history is even true? Because I'm like up to a certain point, yeah. Up to a certain point, obviously stuff that happened 50 years ago, people are alive still, innit? So they can rotate. But things that happened like 500-600 years ago, thousands of years ago, how's a man digging up bones and thing and just coming? There's a one series, yeah, on Rick and Morty, one episode, yeah, which is so funny, but it kind of breaks it. It takes the piss out of that, and they go to like that. They go to like some different places, and like these architects are just putting random bones together and just coming up with these animals. Do you seen that one? And I'm thinking, bro, that could be happening though, because how you don't know what happened. I think we just don't know. I think we don't know, and I don't know why we're trying to find out, blood. I think that's the problem with humans. I think whatever happened thousands, because Tutankhamun, you're telling me you know what the man's face looked like because he found. I just don't know, blood. And then you know what makes it mad? How are they telling a man's whole life story, blood? How did it? They're telling a man's life story from he was born till he was dead. Yeah? And man, Tutankhamun is this is thousands of years ago. So how have you got a whole story about, how have you researched this? A man's dead, you found bones. You might have found two hieroglyphics somewhere, but you're telling me a man's, not just him, just bare people from the history buffs, Caesar, all these people, blood, or people even before that. They might find a fucking caveman. They're telling a man's whole story. He was born here, and how do you know this? I just think it's nonsense, bro. I just think it's nonsense.
I don't think it's nonsense.
It can't be accurate then. It can't be 100% accurate.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm more of the ethos that so I want to follow the money. Who's funding these archaeologists and archaeological digs and That's number one. Who's funding that?
People to make up the stories.
Yeah. Where?
Because they don't want you to know the truth.
Where's this information? Like who signed off on this being able to go on? You know, one of them ones. I want to say who signed off. Obviously, in documentaries, they're supposed to like do proper research and but even that, who are we to now define?
And why can't I go there and dig? Why can't I go there and start digging up? No, but I can't. Me and you can't just go.
I know
digging up. Yeah, we have to be like someone. We have to be official people. But why? Though? What's there that I can't? That means I don't know.
I'm more of the evil. Like why? Yeah. It's just more. I'm more like, especially as I've got older now and
hundreds
things that we were taught about history in school and it's now a completely different story and
100%. Because I'm looking at people and they're saying these people was evil and that. I'm like, hey, they might have been blessed though. How do you know that they was evil? Like, how do you know?
No one is all good or all bad. You know what I mean?
And the people that they're saying is good. I'm like, what the hero?
Thank you. How do you
know what I mean?
That?
How do we know? He might have been a dickhead though. We don't know. How do you know? Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm saying one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
Right. I was having this conversation with my mum yesterday. Depending on who
is telling the story.
Depending on who you meet is depending on what they'll tell you about you. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the experience.
Exactly.
how can you translate if there's a language that don't exist no more, thousands of years ago? That means nobody knows this language. So how can you interpret it? How can you interpret this? Because no one's telling you. Bro, if there's pictures of some things and we don't know what them pictures are, how can we figure out what it says without no one actually saying this is what it said? But now we're just guessing now. Then.
Yeah, you can make assumptions about what they mean.
We're just guessing.
It's a bit like
the hieroglyphics. I look at hieroglyphics. I've looked at them, and I'm like, brother, you're saying that's what that says here, but I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing an I and something else. You're telling me that's saying something else, right? Who has told you? How have you come to this conclusion? How have you come to this conclusion? Because I'm trying to think how I would come to this conclusion, right? And the only way I can come to this conclusion is I'm now comparing it to the language I know, and I'm trying to come with some sort of what I think it means, because do you know what I mean? To my language, that I see your eye, so that might mean I'm just chatting shit now. Do you know what I mean? I'm going down. Really, when that don't mean nothing, it might not even be no language. It might be some code. Blood, we don't even fucking know. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm looking. How do we know that's even a language? It could be just some code that you follow, and you got to put in something, and that might open up something. This is just me. I don't know, James. I'm just saying we don't fucking know though. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And that's kind of the point, because even if we said, yeah, that every generation has had historians, yeah, over the years, surely that means that at some point, let's just say 4 generations after the death of like the 2 Uncarmians of this world and Red Dead.
Yeah.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, that by the 4th generation, everyone now is dead. Everyone that was alive there to witness this time and period, and even be close enough to know these people in some capacity, they're dead. Their descendants might still be alive, but they weren't there to witness that. But especially by the time you get to the 4th generation, you weren't there to witness nothing. You're getting the story. You're getting second-hand stories.
Yeah. Which is
don't get me wrong. That can get past. That is a
Chinese whisper. It's gonna get
right. This is the thing, because also your memory will play tricks and do funny things as you go on. So I'm like, how are we to rely on the accuracy of the version of history we've been given?
Yeah, no,
that's the thing for me. But simultaneously, even from the information that we've been given, we still ain't learning no damn lessons.
Nah. I don't think
we're learning no damn lessons.
I don't think we know nothing. I just don't think I think like, and we ain't gonna know. We ain't gonna know. I've come to accept this. My favorite lesson in school was history.
Yeah, so
that's my favorite lesson. So like you just said, as you get older, you start learning. But that make no damn sense though, because who told you how this? Do you understand what I'm saying? If we are born, right, and then depending on what country we're born in, we learn to speak. We learn to speak because of whoever in the house with at the time, our parents, yeah, and then they teach us. There's a process. They learn to write, and then you learn English. But if no one was talking like, bro, if you don't know Japanese, yeah, I don't know Japanese. Why don't we know Japanese? Because no one speaks Japanese around us. No one taught us Japanese. Therefore, we don't understand Japanese unless we go and learn Japanese. And if we go and learn Japanese, we've got to go to Japanese or someone that speaks Japanese. So if there's no one that exists that can speak Japanese, yeah, there's Japanese writing, but no one speaks Japanese. There's no Japanese people, and How can we learn to speak Japanese? Is my point. How Japanese now? There's no one. Now we're just guessing again. Now we just have to make up. It kind of looks like an old language that I know that bit. So I'm guessing that's our R. This is foolishness now. You know what I'm saying? From the time you got to start doing these things, and I think that's what a lot of scientists are doing, bro. That's what they're doing. Because you can be too intelligent for your own good, you know.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
I'm telling you.
Facts. Intelligence without wisdom is actually more dangerous.
It's dangerous, bro. I tell Chris, me and Chris tell us about Taraji all the time. Too intelligent for her own good, bro. For instance, today, yeah, she highlighted, she's supposed to be in bed at 8. She's highlighting that it's 8:30.
Why would you highlight that?
I'm like, if I'm saying, Chris, if you was a kid, yeah, wouldn't you just not say nothing because you know that you're supposed to be up?
Yeah,
you're trying to be awake. Not Taraji, bro. Too intelligent for her own good. I'm telling you. No one else ain't saying nothing. Only she's saying that. Everyone else is doing what they're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into this week's subject, yeah?
I'm gonna let you lead this one.
Has the red pill space died a death? Yeah. And I raised that because so Fresh and Fit, they've got a podcast, yeah?
Yeah, that's matey.
Myron, and then Fresh is the black brother.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but yeah, Myron is the dark skin brother.
The two brothers.
Sorry, Fresh is the dark skin brother. Myron is the other brother, just more outspoken, so on and so forth. So this is the story now, yeah? So Fresh has basically got I want to say she's a prostitute. She could be a sex worker. Let's just call her a sex worker. Yeah. He got her pregnant.
He got a sex worker pregnant.
Or what I should say is the sex worker is alleging that she's pregnant with Fresh's baby.
Okay. So okay. Yeah.
I'm not out here trying to judge.
That's mad. It's not illegal though, but but
I'm not trying to judge nobody.
Yeah.
But the reason that this became interesting to me is because you man have been out here talking red pill, this and the other. You're talking certain things, or you're trying to teach younger men or the younger generation.
You're doing the opposite.
That shouldn't really be for us, man, blood. By now, if you 30 and over, even like 28, you 28 and over, and you had experience with gal, by now, red pill shouldn't really. There shouldn't be anything. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There might be certain little things that you've been reminded of. None of them ones. But you shouldn't be learning nothing new from the red pill space at that stage.
100.
So it's always been interesting to me that them man are saying that they're red pilling, they're out here trying to out man red to tear, this, that, and the other, yeah. And
break down for the people, yeah, because break down for the people what you mean by red pill. I know what you mean, but just so the people didn't know, because at first, when you said this to me, I was looking for something specific, not thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I understand, I guess the easiest way to explain this so everyone can get it is red pill is the other side of the coin of feminism. So red pill is really...
Okay, wait, hold on, wait. I thought it was the Matrix, the truth and the lie.
No, it is. That's what it's signifying, because the red pill was the truth in the Matrix and so on and so forth. But that truth isn't being delivered universally across the board.
Okay.
Well, I guess it kind of is, but it's being aimed at men.
Yeah.
Because it arose because there was or at least the social commentary around this is that there is a gap for men now to be able to talk, communicate, express themselves, express certain things, address certain issues as men. Like there's so you get red pill space. Yeah. Okay, cool, no problems.
We ain't allowed to do
that. Or you get villainized for doing it. None of them ones. Like, it's not even so much that we can't do it. And don't get me wrong, I've laughed at certain man too. Tyrese barling because he wasn't able to see his kids is one.
Yeah.
In my defense, I didn't go down that rabbit hole. I just saw a man barling. Yeah. I wasn't even really listening to what he was saying. I just saw him barling.
I was bidding, but it's actually deep.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong. Listen, there's nothing wrong with bidding though, because you have compassion for the brother when you know what's going on. But it was funny though. It was funny though. It was funny though. But man, that's compassion. And like you say, we didn't know the ins and outs when we actually saw the video. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. He's one. Will Smith, although to a degree, I think you kind of brought this on yourself, brother. But yeah, Will Smith, like he's like another one.
Yeah.
Like you're getting villainized, or you're literally getting the piss taken out.
Yeah.
Cool.
What what's the other brother? The basketball, Gabby Union. She's another nutter, bruv. Gabby Union's
brother.
They got the son. That's the daughter.
That's a whole nother rabbit.
The Dwayne Wade. She's married to Dwayne Wade, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah. Fucking hell, blood. The people out here just mashing up my name, you know. Both of them as well, blood. It's mad. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, part of the playbook is to be able to spot the red flags in women or ask the right probing questions so that you don't end up with what I will call and refer to as a sweet demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look good on the outside, everything, but inside, brother.
Satan.
Satan self you deal with.
Yeah, cool. Satan. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I said a sweet demon.
Yeah. Brother,
I know who's it.
I've encountered a few. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Yo.
So, you man are saying that you're able to spot the red flags in women and red to tear. And for context, they're saying the kind of stuff like, she ain't really got a relationship with her dad, red flag, yeah? And to some degree, they're not wrong about this, but the delivery...
They've got daddy issues and shit.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just one of the things they're trying to say is a red flag. Another one, like don't be with no sex workers out here. None of them ones are OnlyFans, gal or whatever, yeah? They're constantly, blood, drilling this home. I see that in the clips more often than not. That's most of what the clips I see is them having OnlyFans gal on the thing and then literally just breaking down the OnlyFans.
Just cussing, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, brother, like...
That's easy.
Surely the gal know, like, well, go on. Now, why would you even go? Anyway, whatever, cool. It's not my circus, not my monkeys, whatever. Yeah. Cool. So, for Fresh now, who is the co-host of the thing, so on and so forth, for you to have then basically impregnated a sex worker.
It looks mad, contradicting. Yeah.
You're not even practicing what you preach, brother.
Is that a setup thing though?
Well, like I said, yeah, until I'm able to hear his side of this, which I haven't to date, because
he might have been told not to say nothing yet.
Yeah, his lawyer instructed him like,
don't say nothing. Yeah.
Say nothing. Say nothing. Cool. So if you're not practicing what you preach, and that's not a judgment. Like I said, man's encounter a few sweet demons. That we at some point, a man's gonna get caught up in
Happens
the
to
loss
us all. Yeah,
of a
yeah,
woman.
yeah. 100.
Even like the most like seasoned out of us, yeah.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
one point,
yeah.
you got sucked in by the look spreader.
Yeah.
You got sucked in. You knew there was madness going in, or like some kind of like she's gonna be some kind of stress to you.
Yeah.
You knew that, but you said she looked good.
You
So
went there.
you went
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
100.
cool. So I can understand that. The bit that I'm struggling with is if you are gonna be in the red pill space,
Yeah.
you have to practice where I preach. You have to. You went raw in a sex worker. You introduced this sex worker to your mother.
That's what makes me think, brother. Like, did he know?
Brother, they showed a video of Fresh talking about him doing a Hail Mary to a girl that man was beating. Now, the Hail Mary.
Yeah, what? Am I ready for this? All right, what?
The Hail Mary.
Yeah, what is this?
The Hail Mary, in as simple a terms as man can put it,
yeah,
is him lying to a girl to get her to abort the child he put in her.
Him lying.
Yes. So the girl, like you're beating a girl, she comes to you and says, I'm pregnant. Yeah. You then tell her everything she wants to hear, like, yeah, cool, we'll do it, family, whatever, red to. Or sorry, you want to be with her, sorry, you want to stay with her, but you're not ready for kids, whatever. She gets an abortion. After she gets an abortion, cut, basically.
Oh shit!
Like there was
there's a name for that. Hail Mary, you know. Who named it this? So they got a name for that. Yo, mad. But yeah,
so, when you look at that in the context of a man's current situation, it's not looking good for you, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So he got her pregnant, allegedly.
Yeah.
So what happened? Like, why is it a whole illegal case in that? What? Because she's either pregnant or she ain't. So she's gonna have the baby. Does she want peas or something? I don't know. Like, what does she want? Something? If she has the baby. If she's saying she's having the baby, and well, either he's gonna know that it's his, or he might not be sure. And if he's not sure, he has to obviously wait till the baby comes and then find out what's. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sorry, my bad. I missed out. I missed out a chunk in this. Yeah. So she recorded a telephone conversation that they were having.
Yeah.
And then just posted it on like her Instagram account, basically.
Yeah.
So she phoned him saying, "Look, I'm pregnant. What you want to do?"
The conversation.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah. He's like saying, "Yo, like."
It sounds like a setup because why is she even recording that?
Oh my days!
Why are you recording the conversation?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at that conversation,
yeah.
Even the way that she's talking in that conversation isn't a way. What I should say is I've never experienced that conversation go the way that or the way it appeared and sounded from her own posting.
Yeah. I get you.
It's all weird. Don't get me wrong. It's all weird. It's all mashed up. I'm not concerned like that. My thing is, if you're trying to present yourself as X, you can't be out here doing Y. Or if you're doing Y, you can't continue to present yourself as X.
It's been going on though, innit? It's just harder to do it now because the internet. There's nowhere really you can hide. But that's been going on for time. That's been going on for time. Politicians and all that saying this and that, and then really they're having parties when everyone's supposed to be in lockdown. With these guys being known, podcast, what they're talking about as well. Somebody is going to be out there trying to definitely make you go. And girls like to do that anyway. If you like, oh, I don't like, bro, if you say to a girl, yeah, I don't. I don't know. Don't like mushrooms. They're gonna go out of their way for some reason to try and make you like mushrooms. Just try it. Just have a little bit of them. Why not? Just have a little. It's until I don't want none. I don't like it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But they're gonna still. And you know what might happen? They might get you to try it. You know, you might give in. You might. You know what? Just give me fucking. Let me try this jam mushroom and just leave me alone. Right? This is the small scale. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I fully get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think what it could have. A man's mind is different to a girl's mind. A girl have a whole plan. A man is just thinking he's gonna beat. She's thinking, I'm trying to set this bread out. I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna fuck up his life. That's the whole thing of the different thinking. He's thinking, I'm trying to beat, right? And this is where we was having this conversation on the group chat where I was saying man is just stripping sometimes because yeah, he should have known better. You should know. I mean, it's easier said, but you should best know that people are out here for the things you lot are talking on. Yeah, if I go out, if we start talking about we hate Chinese people, right? Which we don't. Just so people can. I'm just using this as an example. We should expect that Chinese people are going to try and kill us, man. We should, or at least some.
Or some kind of backlash or something.
You understand what I'm saying?
There's going to be a response to that.
There's definitely going to be and we should expect this and be prepared because we know what you're saying and what you're doing is what I'm saying. So I think that there's a bit of naivety there, unless this was his gal. And it's not sounding like it was his gal.
I'm not going to lie.
Your gal can't be a sex worker because she's. Everyone, that means the whole community is gal. So it can't be your gal. So obviously we don't know the full story, but it's sounding like he's the thing is, as well, because did he know she was a sex worker? Or did he because for instance, you can meet a girl out and then sleep with a girl, her willing, and you just might just I mean, it happened, and then 2 twos, you find out she's a sex worker. But you never knew she was a sex worker. She was just a girl that you was with in the club, and you took her to back home on a one-night stand thing and slept with her. 2 twos now, you'll find this is news to you now that she's a sex worker. Do you understand what I'm saying? These kind of things can happen. Did he know that she was a sex worker? I'm gonna go with he's been set up here. He's been set up here because of what he's involved in. I'm telling you, bro, girls secretly run things. They do.
I don't disagree with this.
They do.
Disagree with this.
They just make you think that you're running things. But it's mind games. It's mind games. They make you think you're running things. You know, like one of our brethren about always going on about, I ain't gonna hurt him up because it's just but the girls are just get onto it. But about women should just be in the kitchen and that and do all these things, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And listen, I'm not trying to get into this debate girls or whatever, yeah, but I'm just saying certain girls know already what they supposed to be doing. Yeah. So you, for instance, a woman in the kitchen cooking, you might think as a man, like, yeah, you get me? But she's just doing what she's supposed to be doing. But you think you the man because you got her in the kitchen. You get what I'm saying? But really, you ain't. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to explain. The whole mind control thing is making you think you're in control of what's going on there.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. And I'm also like, even if they're in the kitchen, isn't that the end? So if they're in the kitchen, and I would argue that food is the lubrication for, no, not even the lubrication. It's the fuel for us as humans, yeah? So if your woman's in control of your food, then isn't she running shit? Because if she puts a little poison in that blood and just season it the right way, blood, you're dead.
You don't hear man say, I don't need no gal. You hear gal say that? Yeah. So there's a guy. He was with. He was in a long-term relationship. He splits up with his girlfriend. He's in the girlfriend, long-term relationship. Splits up with her, and he goes through depression. Man's low, depressed, whatever, etc.
Yep, that can happen.
Yeah, but over time, one day in a shopping mall, he meets a woman, yeah, that he can only describe as perfect. Yeah?
Rotted. Man said describe
Perfect.
as perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect looking, it must be, because he hasn't spoken to her yet at this point, I'm guessing.
Right. He said
Okay.
from they locked eyes, there was an instant connection, like love at first sight. And the feeling was mutual from the girl.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Anyway, they exchange numbers.
Yeah.
And they start dating. And eventually they become an item. Yeah, and move in with each other. They move in with each other, yeah?
All right. This is sounding all right so far.
Right.
Not I'm too mad. Okay.
So where he decides he loves this girl so much, he wants to spend the rest of his life with her.
All right.
Asks her to marry him.
Okay.
Which she says yes to.
All right. Large up. Congrats.
Yeah.
This again, it's not sounding mad yet, but I feel like the punchline is coming.
It's coming. Look, it's coming. Right now, she's already met most of his family by now.
Okay.
But she explains to him that she's had a fallout with her family. So she's not in contact with her family, and she don't want to be in contact with her family.
Okay.
Right?
Does it say what the fallout was?
It doesn't say what the fallout is.
Never mind.
It has no consequence, doesn't it? So he leaves it at that, and they get married with just, obviously his family, but just her friends representing her side.
Okay.
Friends, right? So now they're married, and obviously the next conversation is going to be kids, right? Which it was, but he was the only one bringing it up, and every time he did, she would avoid it. Yeah.
All right. That's already. That's weird.
Right. So eventually he has enough, and he asks her if there's something wrong. Right.
Yeah.
And with a deep sigh, she tells him, "We need to talk." Right.
She's a pussycat man.
We need to talk. Right.
She's a pussycat man. They
sit down, and she tells him she used to be a man. Right. But listen. Not only that, she also is a man named Jack, who was a childhood friend of his from nursery up until junior school, where they lost contact. But he found him, I'm using the word he now, yeah? He found him on Facebook and started to follow him. And that meeting in the mall was no coincidence. He knew that he knew that he was going to be there because he's following him on Facebook. That's the story.
Brother, you're driving off the fucking cliff again, mate. What the shit? Oh.
So the woman that you've married and was beaten, because they've had this change, they've had the sex change, but obviously she can't get pregnant because it's not a gal. It's your brethren that you was brethrens with from nursery up until year 6.
Fam, do you know how crazy that is?
I do. So, this is a true story as well.
Hold on, yeah. Okay.
That means that the friends knew. Or maybe they didn't, but one of them must have knew.
There's too much to process in this one, yeah? Because let's go back to how he describes his old school friend. Yeah?
Yeah.
He said that she looked perfect.
Yep. That's his words.
Perfect.
His words.
Yeah?
This brother made him come out of depression and forget about his ex-girl that he was with for years. That's how perfect this girl was to him.
Everybody after dead now. Everybody after dead. I'm punching you up like the man
This is your wife now.
That's my husband, brother. That's not my wife. That's my fucking husband. Don't piss me off. Listen, I'm punching him up like the man he is, bro.